So today I have a hair tutorial for you. This is just how I do my curls when I am using a big 1.5 inch curling iron. I had my hair like this in my last video, my favorites of 2012, and so many of you guys wanted to see how I do my hair like this, so here is how I do it, and I hope you all enjoy. So I just realized I wasn't even recording for the whole beginning of my video, so we'll do this again. I did a couple pieces right now. Basically what I do after I shower is first put a just leave-in treatment. This is by Giovanni, but just any conditioner just to, you know, put some moisture in your hair. I just kind of work it through on my ends. Let that soak in. It's just like throwing me off with a couple curls. Let that soak in. Take a texture cream. This is the Bumble and Bumble one, and I like this because it makes your hair just like gritty. And I put like a little bit in my palms, rub it together, and then put it through my entire head of hair, just a little bit, and comb it through with a comb, because it kind of evens it out for you. And then it just gives your hair, then you kind of scrunch it and let it air dry, and it gives your hair just nice, like, it gives it hold, it gives it a little bit of messiness, and just kind of like this undone feel, which I love. If I was not curling my hair, I would just leave it like that, and it like always gives me like a little bit of curl right there for my little bangs. And then when it was like almost completely dry, I just zapped it with a blow dryer, since I don't want to curl wet hair. Right before I started curling my hair and realized I wasn't recording, was put some of this. It's Beyond the Zone Super Sexy Texturize and Distort. And I just sprayed some of this through my hair, and it just gives you a little bit more hold and makes your curl kind of last a little bit longer. So this is the Hot Tools. It is the 1.5 inch barrel, and I use this when I'm doing just like classic kind of curls. One where you use the clamp and you're actually just curling it like normally. So I literally am going to be doing this for my entire head of hair. I leave about a couple inches on the bottom and a couple inches on the top, and then just curl it normally. When I'm doing like beachy waves, I use a curling wand, which is a curling iron without the clamp, and I just wrap my hair with it. And so I'll do like other tutorials using those so you can see kind of the different look you get. When I'm doing my hair around my face though, I do wrap it around just so it gives it a little bit more of a natural curl. And I just kind of like that better. So it gives you kind of like that. And then also make sure your curling iron is like really hot, because it just makes it so much easier and the process goes a lot faster. But basically I don't know, I just kind of grab pieces. I don't like clip my hair up and do the bottom and then do the top. When I curl my hair, I kind of want it to be a little bit just kind of, you know, undone looking. And you'll see at the end, whenever I curl my hair, like no matter what, I always mess it up the end. I feel like when anybody tells me, you know, how do you curl your hair, and I try this and it doesn't work out, I feel like a lot of times people just do your hair, like they'll curl their entire head of hair, and it just looks so kind of like, I don't know, like you thought too much about it, and you get kind of like the Shirley Temple curls at the end. And I never want Shirley Temple curls. I want just it to look kind of like Victoria's Secret waves and kind of just like sexy curls, which I feel like most people kind of strive for. And I feel like the only way to get that is to just kind of mess with your curl and scrunch it at the end. So I'm just going through and grabbing random sections of hair and just curl it normal. I feel like the bottom is kind of like, doesn't really matter. As long as it's curled, it's fine. The top is where I like to make it sure it all looks nice. So I'll finish one side and then show you kind of what it looks like, and then I'll move on to the next side. Another thing, if you have like really long hair and it's all one length, this is going to be a little hard for you, because my hair is pretty layered. So, and I get it like that because I like to curl it a lot. And when you have really layered hair, it helps your curls last a lot longer because it's shorter and it's a lot less heavy. I also get my hair thinned out on the bottom, so it's not so heavy because I have a ton of hair. So if you're getting your hair cut soon, or you're just kind of looking for a way to, I don't know, like improve the style of your hair, try getting some more layers and then try curling your hair, and I swear it'll help you out. Especially like up here when you have some short layers, it just helps your hair kind of hold. And I like to have my curls at the top, like on the top of my head, a lot, not tighter because it's the same width of curling iron, but I do it kind of closer to my head once I'm almost done, because if I like start doing tight curls right away, they're gonna just fall. But once you're almost done, you can take those pieces, see how these are a lot shorter, and then I kind of like re-curl the part closest to my scalp, and it just kind of gives you a little bit more volume in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side of my hair, and then once all these are curled, I'll show you just how I kind of finish it off and style it. Okay, so all my hair is curled. So now I just kind of go in and see where I need any more curls. Like this is kind of gross. So another thing about curls like this, I feel like you want to make it really soft and kind of pretty. So brushing it kind of out a little bit, but not too much so your curls go away. But it'll help to make the curls look really nice and soft and bouncy. So if you want, you know, you can go back in and tighten these up a little bit more. Just kind of like hold it right at the base of your scalp. And it just gives you a little bit more volume up there. Okay, this is good to me. Okay, once my curls are done, just kind of separate the curls. You don't want them all lumped together. Take your spray and then start scrunching it up. And make sure like in the front you spray that, because the fronts of my hair tend to fall out quicker than other areas do. I'm going to go in with a brush and just kind of soften it up. And then I'm going to take a shine spray. This is by Regis. And just like this a little bit over the top of my head. And then 2 on the ends. Here you can see the back. And just kind of piece it together until I get it how I want it. If you want it to be more volume, what you could do is take a volumizing powder, this is Beyond the Zone, and work it into your roots. You would just take, you know, a section of your hair up and then dust a little bit of this. Just a little bit. I'm almost out of mine. When you work this in, it just gives you instant lift. And you can go around over your entire head. You can just do sections and it'll just, you know, create a little more volume. Basically just curl your hair normally with a normal curling iron and make sure your curls go away from your face. And then at the end, just make sure you mess it up and scrunch it, put some styling product in here. Also make sure your haircut is layered so you get more of a volume at the top, and then you'll kind of get that curls that kind of fray down. So if you have hair that's one length, it's definitely going to look a lot different than this. So if you try it and are like, it doesn't look the same, it might just be because of your haircut. So if you have any more requests, just let me know and I will see you all soon. Bye.